Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A handoff running left is ETN. Look at the spin. Travis Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. He's on his way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. At their own 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Dallas. Well, there was a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. They can make someone miss in the open field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Vikings, first down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard
line.
The Vikings at 6-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He gets it to Addison.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
3rd and 9 here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Rodgers going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
The Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be second down.
When you look at this defense,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And that'll hurt the average again as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him who forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Romeo Doubs, 34 yards. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st
solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Lining up for the point after.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's a gain
So
of
from the
40.
17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Vikings, 1st down.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Rodgers pass. Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. The coverage by
Here's
Zion
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things out.
After a break down the middle, in a tie game here, back in full first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mayfield looks to throw.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mayfield to throw it. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Mayfield. Hits him in stride. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Rodgers now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Well, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Vikings field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Handoff running left, Irving.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Once again, it's Irving.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Play fake. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Toss right side to Pacheco.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
180! Up, Hey, what's the back on this play? What's the back on this play? Watch out!
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good.
Kick is good.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm for the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 19.
26.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff to Irvin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another tote for ETN.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it in the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point splits the odds. And we'll tie our game here in the 3rd.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Let's go. A gain of 12 yards. That's another.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
180. Cut.
On the handoff, this is Irving. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Vikings 31.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
319. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
ETN up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Jump out.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and that's a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A run up the middle with Irving. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield now. Open man is Ibuka. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown, Bucky Irving. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 31.
Following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Buccaneers.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings, first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender held over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A real chance for them to start this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Give them 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
To number 7. It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Egbuka.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 31.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
For the Buccaneers.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.